Welcome back, guys. Today's video I'm going to be changing the fork springs on my DRZ from standard. So I'm going to be changing my front fork springs from the standard factory to these Eibach. Not really sure how to say it. They are an American brand. I got these forks rated to the weight I desired. I think these are the .48. Doesn't say it on the box, but Moto front fork spring kit made in USA. These are suited to rider with riding gear and weight between 80 and 100 kilograms they are rated. Alright, so it would be easy if you could just take the caps off and slip the spring in, but unfortunately you can't, because you need to be able to compress that fork up in order for the rod to come out. But while it's on the bike, it's a bit hard to do when you've got to push both forks up. So what I'm going to do, make sure you loosen these top caps off. They are a 17mm. I'm going to undo both of those. It's much easier to do them now while it's in the triple clamp than later on. Alright, so once you loosen them up, take the front wheel off. I'll take the brake caliper off. So 12mm for the brake caliper. I'll take the brake caliper off because it's much easier to get the front wheel back on. Alright, so all you're going to next do is undo your triple clamp. And your fork should just slide straight out. Now I actually recently done these fork seals, put new oil. It's only done like 600 k's since I've done that. So I'm not going to drain oil or anything. What I'm going to do, I've got a little spacer I'm going to put in there. So all you need is a little spacer, a bit of metal, bit of groove cut out. And then what you got to do is pull that spring down a touch. Not the washer getting in your way. Sit that under there and that'll hold it. And that's another 17mm. What you're going to do is unscrew your cap. And the hardest part will be actually keeping that rod from disappearing. Alright. We're going to lift this up nice and slowly. Let the oil drain off. Alright, that is the standard spring I just took out. That is the new one. I don't know, the new one's actually a little touch shorter. If that rod slips down on you, just get a bit of wire or something to hook around it and you'll be able to pull it up again. Now the trick is to get that down without that rod falling down again. Okay, right. Alright, so what you got to do now is put that cap back on. Don't forget your washer. That's all you got to do. So I'll get that back on the bike and I'll retighten that. So now all we're going to do is just do the same for the other fork. Alright, that's back together now. Now I can get her on the ground and see what she feels like. It doesn't quite dive as bad when I hit the brakes. It doesn't feel like a huge amount of difference. But it's definitely a lot stiffer than the back now. I really need to do the back spring. It's almost wound right up and it's still really soft. So that'll be a job for another day. So we used to come here as we were kids, go exploring right here on our push bikes. Now I'm glad I can ride here on a motorbike. This is the viaduct. Some of us used to climb across the bottom of that bloody bridge. It's a long way up. This leads to the Moorabool River down here. I have actually seen platypus in this river. So yeah, so I think the forks have actually made a bit of an improvement. Of course I'm not really right off road at the moment, but just the little bumps I've done, it feels pretty good. It's not spongy anymore, which is what I wanted to get rid of. So I think it is an improvement.